Hi guys, Spartan765, and today I'm doing a video on a viewer request, and that is how to remove the extractor from a Mauser 98 bolt. Now this is something that can be a little tricky, but if you do it right, it's not really too terribly complicated. The only thing you're going to need really to it's not really to take it off and put it back on. It's just a small pair of needle nose pliers. First thing you're going to want to do is, obviously, when you take the bolt out of the gun, make sure the safety's in the takedown position. That's the vertical position. Depress the nub right there, and rotate off your cocking piece and bolt plug firing pin assembly. Now you're left with your bolt body. Now, in order to get the extractor off, you'll see here's the top of the bolt. Make sure that's not blurry. Here's the top of the bolt, the bottom of the bolt. Rotate the extractor all the way down as far as it'll go. You'll see it'll only go about that far. Now, to get it to go the rest of the way here, you'll see that the extractor runs a little groove track on here, okay? Now, what you're going to want to do to get it to go the rest of that way is right here, to press this inward with your finger or your thumb. It may take a little bit of force, but you want to get it so it's, depressed in, and then kind of push that up and over. Now, once you get that up and over, a little oily here. There we go. Okay. Then all you're going to do to remove your extractor is very simply just take your thumb right here, push it off. Okay. Now, there's no way to get the extractor sleeve off. There is a way to get it off, but I would not recommend doing that. I have had people bring guns to me before to repair where they had snapped their extractor sleeve trying to take it off. There is really no reason to take the sleeve off. All the sleeve is for, the only thing you need to do to the sleeve is maybe just put some oil in there every once in a while. And taking the extractor off is not part of field stripping. So this is for, like, if you got some gunk in there and your extractor's moving really hard and you want to clean it out. Rem oil spray right in there will do it good. Now, to get it back on is kind of the tricky part. Now, what you're going to want to do is, you'll see on here there's a track inside the actual extractor itself, right there. And that track rides right on here. Now, you're not going to probably be able to do it with your fingers. You might be able to, but I just like using the needle nose pliers, especially if it's oily. Now, you just want to grab it right here. It doesn't take a lot of force. Just make sure you don't scratch your sleeve or anything like that. Just hold it down right there. I like to set it on a table. Set your extractor on there, and just pop it back in. Now you'll push it down, and you'll hear a click. Now you can release your pliers. And now to get the extractor on the rest of the way, same way you took it off. Just push in. Now, you can push up here on the claw part of the extractor and just guide it back on like that. And then just rotate your extractor. Once the claw is level with the track, rotate it back on just like that. And your extractor's back on. Then put your bolt plug back in, your bolt plug assembly back in, twist it. There you go. A fully reassembled Mauser bolt. Now, if you have questions regarding the takedown of the Mauser bolt, the full disassembly, removing all parts, watch my Mauser bolt disassembly. And keep in mind, this will work for your Mauser Car 98. This will work for any large ring Mauser action utilizing a Mauser 98 bolt. This will also work for a Ruger M77 to get your extractor off, or any Mausers with a modified Mauser bolt on your modern hunting rifles that utilize this elongated extractor. Okay. Now, I take that back. All Mauser bolts on hunting rifles are going to utilize, except unless it's a 91, it might be a little different. But all Mauser bolts, modified Mausers, are going to have this elongated extractor on the side there. And the disassembly for the extractor should be the same, with some minor alterations if you have something different. But Ruger M77 is a popular one. That is the same as this. Like I said, this will work for if you don't know what Mauser bolt you have. If you got a Car 98, yugo M2447, VZ24 Mauser, Czechoslovakian, Yugoslavian M48, M2447. I already said that. Mauser 98, Turkish Mauser, and the other European Mausers out there. You guys got any comments or questions or video requests? Send me a message. Bart 765 out.